Good morning, friend. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are Monday, 25th of March 2019. Remind you this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only an education presentation. Please consider term and condition before you continue. Same when you're receiving this recording. So we'll thank God for another day into my life and I pray His blessings today. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So good morning, everyone. And I hope so you did have a good weekend. So we're ready here to start. So on the news side, we don't have really much for today, and after midnight, same. So it's not much that we can see. Um, on here, so on the index that we have today, so we got on the weekly on a weekly strategy. We have here that an ABC with the weekly. Now this has already sort of run, 1 to 3 days. So I think the only best way, we need to wait for a pullback. Now where the market will pull back, definitely we got the 250 pip levels. As the market normally there, it will try to get to there before it turns around. So yeah, so it would be uh, on the news view. Okay, what about there? Can you see now the? Yeah, all right. Sorry for that. Got stuck with that one there. Yeah, so on the Canadian yen, so we're looking through the whole thing. So we got an incredible setup on the monthly. On the weekly, it's been up and down. So it's been difficult, really, Canadian yen since the run that was here. And so here we see 3 days already running from it. And yeah, so from there, we need to wait for a pullback. And normally the market will try to pull back to a level of previous support, previous resistance, and that could very easily sort of kind of looking for the 250 pip levels at the moment over there. So time will tell us, and we will see. All right, so or as well the midpoint of the weekly or this level over there. So, but that's one of we have. Pound yen is things like whether we're looking here on the monthly resistant trend line, and right over here it's been horrible 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks just bouncing up and down. We we got a 1 week very negative, so at least 75% below to that, and yeah, so I think it we'll see what happens so far from here. This sort of symmetrical triangle in the 1 hour will definitely so if you want to be looked tonight at 12 o'clock 12 hours, it would be quite interesting to see what is going to happen. If we got a breakdown, I think it will match as well. You can set up the E8 and say, okay, I want to be trading today, and this that one there. Okay, so there's a Canadian yen, Euro yen, same thing. So it's been up and down, big moves as you can see over there. And yeah, so I think in the daily, the Euro yen we went short last week on the daily strategy. So I think that is running okay at the moment. But on the weekly now, we're waiting for a pullback. We got the 250 pip level. We got the midpoint of the weekly, and that would be the two most closest levels of retracement. So that's a big bar down, just nearly engulfing a lot of other daily bars. And if we break these consolidations over there, we are right at the beginning with there. So we do have definitely that's a target to be looking for. And yeah, so we'll see what happens from there as the market allows there. Australian yen, this has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks bouncing. We're still looking previous support is playing on a resistant sort of level, and yeah, so this is quite interesting. So market is already run. We got the midpoint of the weekly as a resistance, the monthly, and then nothing more really that we need to see how far the market will go from there. With the Australian yen, US yen, same thing. Whether I'm looking there or here, we are in a sell zone. Monthly, the same, and this week is actually it looks to me a trending candle. Um, that could be now telling us every time you see a candle define the consolidation, that's at least the market move. When you see a candle like that, it's 2 3 weeks moves. So yeah, so could be, we don't really know, but that's definitely a good level to do. We got out as well 3 days down, so expecting at least levels like here for the market to retrace. And the midpoint of the weekly as well could be a level that we could be looking into. So, but that's already a pattern breakout, and I think this is the way. Now, once we go there, we need to be looking now how far the market is gonna come back from there. So, and this is the first break of the pattern. So, you really don't miss, much when you let the first break and then start getting the retracement from there, gearing up, um, um, gearing up to move on the bearish side. So we got plenty room. If we draw a line over here for the US yen, it's plenty room to move that direction over there. New Zealand yen, a lot of consolidations. We're looking previous support in the monthly, hitting a lot of resistance there. GC strategy over here, and the weekly is down. So we got that day down. So um, yeah, it looks now this is the beginning of the break. So from here we can get we can get that run from there. Okay. And Swiss yen, same. We got at monthly resistance. We got all of these, um, and that's a nice break. So this one actually, this could be activated today. Um, I will I will send sort of if we look in this, if this is the first day the market turn around, that could be good. All right, so that's all I have done it for yet. So I'm still looking the there. So look now the U.S. Canadian. So there is this one full week. So yes. So then the option number one is to trigger the trade over there with a stop loss right over here. Option number two, just wait for that. At least the 12 hours retracements has to be. Without that is yeah. And plus US Canadian is non-Asian currency to move. So but that looks to me quite nice. And yeah, so that's a nice pullback. This has great potentials to to run. Um, Possible there. So yeah, so same with the monthly. US Canadian. Now we saw the US yen coming down and the US Canadian going up. So that's no normal. So one of these two currencies actually are going to be wrong. US Canadian, US yen, and US Swiss normally goes according to the US strength. And yeah, so just keep an eye. So with that, time will tell us whether this is or not. But the setup is there. Euro Canadian is the other one. We got that the nice bar, quite positive impress. Uh, but we look in the Euro Canadian has a lot of wicks, so yeah, that could be a bit of spiky. Maybe at the moment we got retracement, so we'll have a look tonight, and if we got a positive bar from there, yeah, it could be there. And if we look in, the retracement, there could be perfect setup as well um, on the retracement over there. So time will tell us today and see what happened. Pound New Zealand now. Pound New Zealand. Now, when we look at the pound crosses, is a bit sort of confusion because some currencies, like the pound Australia, ended up quite positive. Pound yen, we're looking to go short anyway with the pound yen, but we still have some kind of strength. And yeah, so euro pound, I think it is. We got a strong, uh, well, a weak euro, and that only gives the strength for the pound to do something there. So pound Swiss, sorry, that was the first one, not the pound New Zealand. So pound Swiss, we got some kind of closing below. The wick is there, so yeah, the pound crosses is still, and that what we got here is just a break of the trend line, and that's the pullback. So from here, I have the options whether to, wants to activate the there or wait for the daily to after the one-on-one I have with you, with all of you. I think we see the same strategy of the daily with the indicator. We could apply to here. So um, yeah, wait for the market to turn around from there, and that could be quite good to follow the strength of the close, and that's it. Pound New Zealand. Now, pound New Zealand finished bearish, and the only thing I can see here is that candle there. So we got a break, a market pulls, and yeah. So the daily will tell me yes, we're coming down, and that's it. So that's I will be looking today for that. Okay. And last one is the US Swiss. And it's 2 weeks already running. We are on a support. So definitely in this one, I will be need to waiting for um yeah a bearish day to continue with that run. Otherwise, could not there. So that's a nice bar, and for that I need to look um what it is. So that's the 1,000 pip level as well. Market is breaking, and it looks to me there, yeah. And now we look in the US yen, the US Swiss going down, the US Canadian is going up. So yeah, so I don't know whether the US Canadian will change or this other will change their mind, but this is where we are. Just review quickly the dollar on here. That's where we are. The daily, we're still looking. We have one more week to go, and March has no impressas. So still looking, because if the market breaks from here or runs from there, we might expect quite good move. So that could be our pattern. Really, there market could break. When is it gonna happen? That we don't know yet. It's just up and down at the moment from where it is. Okay. So that's there. Now on the daily, we go to there. So euro pound would be the first one, and there it is. Is double top in the market. If I put it be at 12 hours somewhere there, that would be a signal. But now we got here, so that's definitely try to take it today. We got a level of resistance, but yeah, that looks to me quite nice. So we got the Don chain changing strength. We got the candles bar colors on the negative. We got the index meter in there in place, and we got a resistance level. Plus, we come to the monthly midpoint and first day. So that for me is more than enough to look at it. Okay, pound Canadian there. So we got that. It's definitely a good break from there. And there we are. Nice pattern to target. How is doing the so that would be, and coming to the 1,000 pip levels over there. So on here, all right. So what do we have here with this one? We got definitely a breakout pattern over there. If we're looking on the weekly, yes, the weekly is with us, and that one there. So as I say, maybe in the morning, I don't know, it's not convenient. But if the market pulls put on there, that could be quite nice strategy to look at it. Okay, so that's pound Canadian. So another one ready. Pound Australia. There we are. Looks like it was breaking down, but now it's breaking up. So we not only got them, can say there or there, that should be enough. So we got some market ready reject from that level, comes back again, beautiful bar up. Say the pound at the moment because of the Brexit, anything can happen, but we just need to play the game. So we're looking there at 12 hours was there, I think. Is that 12 hours? So yeah, that was actually when the market did change its strength. If somehow it would be around that area, that was good enough to get into that. But here we are today. So ready to try from there. Okay. Pound Swiss. This one is a little bit nice run, by the way. If I look the last break. Now, this one really no need any more lines because of the 1,000 pip levels. You know, market has come. And yeah, so I think time will tell us here where tonight could be a good time. It's definitely, it's been a difficult currency. That's it. Pound New Zealand. And yeah, so that's the 1,000 pip level there. So it seems like pound New Zealand has been using that level. Very very important. And so we'll see. Okay, so time will tell us. And Swiss yen, so it's not really much into this one. And that's the reason I got it this because it's the first day. You look at it. So there it is. Big moves have happened. Don't know what time was. Yeah, well, around London time. Some news might be with the yen crosses did the market move. So here's the pullback, and maybe we can activate the CA from that. Okay, so that's the one we have. Um, so on the weekly, we only have so survivors. Now this one because last week I was continuing looking into that into buy. So I only got lost one, so the second one got activated. So that's there. Same with the pound Swiss. I got activated once, so the second trade was over here. Hopefully will move. Same with the pound US. Um, so I'll see there on the daily. We got a few currencies. So with the Canadian, we were looking to go short. We got the first one, got a stop out with 19 pips. So the second one comes, hit. Now it's running. So this is a new day. That's the highest of the new day. So only move that one there and wait for the target. Australian Swiss was trading somewhere over there. This is the highest new day. Come back tomorrow. Australia US, the daily we were trading there. So market now is moving. That's the highest of this day, somewhere there. So Aussie yen, we were looking somewhere over here. So market there, and look, it won't hurt to put in a break even this one anyway. Euro yen, Friday, I think we were looking to go short, and yeah, so the market from there did whatever. So 100 pips has moved, break even is in place, and now target is there. So Friday was good signals at the end of the day. US Canadian, we were looking to go long after the all this consolidation. Market make his mind, and there it is. So that's the lows of the day. And that's it. So that's what we have today. So when we're looking euro pound, we're looking to go short. So that's there. If I say 50 pips, so we look from there. 50 pips is quite good stop loss. Pound Canadian, that's yeah, 100 pips should we take a place there. So market has retraced. So have a look what happened there. Pound Australia, 70 pips. So we got a very strong daily. Okay, pound Swiss. So there we are, 70. So 100 somewhere there. So we'll look now. The 30 is very, if it will hold to sell around the area. The market breaks will break around here. So see what happened with these 30 numbers. Pound US. Okay, 60 pips. Got 80 there. Okay, pound New Zealand. So I think that got 80 pips as a default. Yep. Okay, so in Swiss yen, the last one. 60 pips. I think it should be more than enough. That's it. Okay, so the weekly I still need to see which one today will be on or not, but that is yeah. So I'll look there. Now just we were just last week checking all the indicators that we have here. And something to add it up with the weekly strategy to the indicators that we say. Um, I think the one way that the weekly candle close can be filtered is by so if this is we're looking to go short from there, so we gotta make sure that we are over there and just take the you know take the loss. Yeah, we ended up in a loss that one there. But then market comes back again, so this is the day that should be activated. Market pull back again. And until we don't see the market coming below to that one there, we can actually trigger that one over there. So now this is as I say, sometimes those bars showing up, and we need to make sure that um yeah, we follow that direction. Now bars like this one, we must look below at the end of the day, not through the middle of the day, but at the end of the day. So look, this one is running quite nice. 1 week is going up over there, so we're very poorly up. But if we're looking further, um, and if we're looking only, depending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, if we're looking to connect around these levels, the market just did not much from there. We're looking to go short, and we are on the right place, so to speak, but market turns around that day, and this should be disconnected the EA from that moment. Then the market comes back over here, and now we got the weekly bearish and as well the daily bearish, and that's the time they should be activated. The market goes about, so disconnect the EA again, and that's it. So that's how really we need to keep that one there. So that is quite clear when the daily is on the direction, especially, looking that way. Now, I'll always like to see the first day, so this is the second, this is the third day. So you're expecting some pullback and then market runs again from those levels. So a good way I'm looking or entertaining in this one is that I want to connect this EAs based on Donchain retracement with daily pullback from those levels. Um, so that's another one, and then take the run from there. Okay, so this is very. So there it is. So if here we're looking, because we don't know really, are we going to go down? So we are about the MACD. So if we're waiting for this day, that's when everything's matching up. Now, how many of you are prepared to let it go one day or miss one day? And we see that when the weekly, act with the retracement sometimes works okay, but as long the market will follow the trend of the weekly, that's fine. But when it doesn't, it's been 2 3 weeks with the weekly candle close. Um, it's been a quite nightmare. But if we look in this way, that you know Normally, at the beginning of the week, the market pulls, let it pull, market go up, and the first day it turns around, weekly size down, day size up, the day size down too. So that's where, you know, I think we can add odds in our favor and take those ones, there. So as I showed many indicators last week, one of the main thing is that what we want to, we're trading specific at the weekly, and here the weekly candle close has to be with us. It's no at that point, so we're looking the next is not at that point, and then finally here it is. So we're looking at right over there. The market did not trigger us. As I say, the 30 could be a bit conservative. We're looking at that day over here to go short. The weekly says yes, looking to go short. And again, the market did not close up, down, and then by the next day or the next day, the market changed his direction. From that moment on, we're looking that day. Now, when we got a day like this one and the weekly with us, that's when things could really match up nicely. Yeah, when we got a week like that, sometimes even in the daily when we judge the weekly, we look in this shifting there, we can see the weeks could be taken in consideration with this one here. Okay, uh, we're looking there, not yet, there, and here. And there, so that's where the end of the weekly was, right over here. Okay. So yeah, there are two different strategies, and I really enjoy the daily strategy, using that direction, because it seems to me that when such a shifting happen, now we're waiting for the weekly. No, no, no. That's where we are there. As long we are above, I think everything is safe from there. And then the market went very silly, sort of down over there. So that's the first day, and weekly is down. So that would work okay. Now you won't find many trades as other times, but yeah, those trades could be there. So that's definitely now from here. We're looking to trade, market breaks somewhere there, and there we go. Okay, so I will finish the chats, and if you look in the weekly scenario like that, and just to avoid the yeah, just waiting for the strength, maybe the daily, matching up that could be quite good. All right, so we'll see us tomorrow, same time, same place, and finish the chats, and then I will send you the daily is quite clear. Those trade. So let's see what happened with those ones. All right. Nothing more to say. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Cheers and bye.